It's Saturday morning, letting Aaron crap here a little bit. My elbow hit his thing. We had some, eye-opening stuff last night, so there might be something interesting this weekend. We don't know when it will happen, though. Goedemorgen. It's a beetje koud. Damn it. That was the end of my Dutch. I'm not even sure if I used beetje correctly. Instead of going out to Utrecht yesterday, we went to Utrecht. We went out to Amsterdam Centraal and went to Vapiano. Very interesting. I'm gonna get Aaron's kind of take on the whole thing. It's not a typical style restaurant that we're used to. Considering we have those like Benihana kitchens in the United States, we should be used to weird stuff. So I was editing the cheese video and all of a sudden, I don't know if you guys can see this pretty well. Can you? That cloud passed by and opened up a hole in the sky, and that sun came barreling through, and now we have a thick cloud on the other side. Like, it just, all of a sudden, super bright. And now we've got those dark clouds coming through. But that's actually a really good way to look at it, because you get the, right here, the silver lining, I guess, of the cloud, and it makes the camera see the definition of the clouds on the near side. Alright, it's been a whole hot minute. 6, 9, looking at the clock as I descend the stairs, 8 hours since I last vlogged. Yeah, so we're gonna go out to eat. We've been gaming a lot today, and so we decided we're gonna do something, and I was gonna have you guys, well, it had been a while, because first I went to Belfort's and I was talking about going to Vapiano, and that it was a really unique restaurant. And then while I was walking, I sort of was like, no, let's have Aaron and I discuss that. So when I got home, Aaron was still laying down, I started editing the video for the cheese stuff. That video took longer than I was expecting, because again, a lot of cuts, making sure that we weren't like or we don't need to sit there and deal with 2 minutes of us. So, yeah, editor's notes. Anyways, but it wasn't so much that it was very unique food.
It was just a unique experience.
It was a unique experience because we walked in and this guy was just handing out cards to everyone. And I was just like, oh, they must be regulars. And so as we were walking in, he handed each of us a card, and I just sort of stood there going like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So he quickly explained it, and we're like, okay. But my brain, being later in life, went, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
So we walked up, and we saw an open table like right away, and I was like, wow, it's like right next to the bar and everything. So we sat down, and then we just sort of sat there and looked at each other and went, now what do we do?
So did you hear what he said? I didn't hear what he said.
I didn't hear what he said. Like, you pay with this card, or you come down here, you pay. So basically you get a chip card. And this probably works the same way in the States, and because they have like 6 locations over on the East Coast. Yeah. And there's a bunch it's bigger in Europe than it is over in the States. But who knows, maybe it doesn't actually functionally work over that way in the States because people are weirded out by that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they just hand you a card, and they're like, if you lose it, you pay 50 euros. And I'm like, okay then. So we order a pizza. Aaron got a lasagna because the pasta line was just horribly long. I'm still like, I don't know what to do, so I didn't want to leave the table by itself unattended.
Yeah.
So I went and got the pizza and came back with like a bottle of Coke, 0. And then Aaron went to the pasta line, realized, no, I don't want to do this. So he went to the pizza line, and got, which is like 2 people long. At most, and then got lasagna. And then we both brought back a buzzer. And he brought back Fanta. and his buzzer went off, mine was, and like everything. And then I went over and I was like, oh, let me get a bruschetta. We'll put your card down. Okay, cool. And then I got a espresso, and then at the end we got tiramisu and Death by Chocolate, which is chocolate tart. Yeah. But it was like, all of this was just ringed up on the card, and then we walked downstairs, we handed the card to the lady, and we asked if we could use singly, like one card for the both of us, and she goes, yes, if you're only going to be going small, but there's a limit to the cards. And I was like, oh, okay.
That limit's 50 euros.
I bet that limit's 50 euros, which is basically, you lose the card, you get charged the max.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, that makes more sense that I want to have my own card, especially if I, and she's like, exactly. Like, she did that little, like, exactly. I'm like, okay, cool. So, I may take some of the more of our hip younger friends if they come visit there, because it's got a lot of dance music going on. But who knows? There may be our parents that just are like, you know what? It's inventive way of dining.
Yeah.
You're not bothered by someone coming around to your table and taking your order. You just go up and get what you need, charge it to the card, and then pay at the end.
Yeah.
So, we're heading up to Central again. Because we're going on a lights cruise.
Hooray!
And so yeah, we're trying to get up to either of the outer ports to see which one gets up there closer and sooner, because we're kind of pushing it. That's why I'm walking super fast. But I will see you guys when we get up, and we're eating dinner at Central is why we're taking this route. Okay, as per my life, we got here super early. There's a lot of happenings going on here, probably because this is like the transit day. Everyone's leaving on their trains and stuff to get to family around Europe. Well, there's my bowl. There's Aaron's barbacoa bowl. We're eating at Salsa Shop. Benefit is we can also swing by somewhere else and get something.
We're using spoons because they don't have forks.
I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna go on a lights tour of the canal. It's about an hour and 15. It's super touristy, so I'm definitely going to be filming it. I would take a wild guess that most people are actually probably pretty interested in looking, so I'm just letting you know that pretty much the rest of this vlog is going to be dark light things from a canal boat. One of the covered ones too. Yeah, I'll try to find some holiday-y-esque free rights music to put to it, so it's not just me going ooh ah, or the boat depending on where we're sitting, or other people chattering. Entirely possible. I gotta say this, I actually found, it's so funny, I haven't fully explored everything about Adobe, but for the future reference, I found where to modify not necessarily on the fly, but within a clip. I don't have to, so like if I take like one of the football clips and like run, cut, and then take that thing and slow it down, and then cut that. I figured out where I can do that in a thing without using cut, so I can get that like right as someone catches the ball, and then speed it up as they run off.
Nice.
So, and I'm thinking like maybe I can use the pan and zoom during that to like zoom in on their hands and like the full body as they catch it, and then zoom back out for the speed up, but I don't have to worry about cutting and speeding, and I can transition speed rather than having a cut go, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't messed around with it much, so I might be twiddling with that one over the next like week or so. Definitely want to get that in before games to understand what I'm doing in case Aaron catches a great. In fact, there was that one that Thomas did at France.
Yeah.
I should probably mess around with that one, because that was like right there and it was a great place to catch it. And I can like speed it up as he jukes people and turns out of things, and then like slow it back down to normal as he runs into the end zone. That'd be really fun. So that's Amsterdam Central lit up for the Christmas season stuff. There's a wonderfully bright moon, by the way. But yeah, this is the central area. Our canal's like cruises over there somewhere. we're just enjoying the sights of Centrum, I guess, at night.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in the boat. It smells like the inside of a boat.
Yeah.
It smells like lacquered wood and stuff. They got a little light thing up there. I don't know what these are. They're certainly not phone chargers.
They're headphone jack things.
Oh.
Plug your headphones in, dial to the channel you want for
Whatever
English.
language, in case they're do it multiple. They're probably going to do it mostly in English, though.
Yeah.
This one says Dutch and English, but oops. So yeah, I'm going to try to do what I can to get pictures out this window.
De stad zou je namelijk ook kunnen zien als een meter. Voor meer informatie over de tentoonstelling kun je onze website bezoeken: amsterdamlifefestival.com.
Welcome to Amsterdam Life Festival. During this tour, we'll show you 23 artworks created especially for Amsterdam.
Vroeger gebruikten we meestal onze oren om iets te leren. Zo was in de middeleeuwen de stadsboodschapper die het niet verkocht. Later luisterden we naar de radio en toen kwam de televisie, waardoor beeld opeens dominant werd. Door de komst van smartphones en laptops hebben onze ogen de golven ontvangen helemaal al. Pas op, want dit werk van de Engelse art directors Tom Biddle en Barbara Ryan ziet alles.
During the Middle Ages, a town messenger would announce the news in the local square. Later, we listened to the radio, and then from television, which made the image dominant. Smartphones and laptops are playing for our eyes while we even take a bigger role in the scene.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you have room to your left-hand side, you see the Chinese contribution to the Amsterdam Light Festival.
Meester J.J. van der Veldenbrug, Peter Vink. Na het maken van een eerste ontwerptekening gummen architecten de vleugelijnen uit. Dat is vast ook bij deze brug het geval geweest.
As most projects, this one was also becoming a little bit too expensive. So they thought, okay, we can spend a fortune on copper or save quite a lot of money and order plastic, which is the green color, which is supposed to be after a couple of years. And they choose the last option. So the outside is covered with plastic. And when Mr. Piano found out, he was not amused to say the least. To be honest, he was quite pissed off. And he promised never ever to build anything for Amsterdam again. And ladies and gentlemen, to be quite honest, I think it's a win-win situation. And to build shit like this in about 6 months. And thanks to all modern technology, electrical tools, etc., we managed to make this copy in about 8 years, so quite an improvement. En ook een beetje Nederlands erbij hoor. De reden waarom in staat waren om zo snel dit soort schepen te bouwen, was door de uitvinding van de zaagmolen. Dat daardoor kon het hout veel sneller gezaagd worden dan daarvoor. En dat hout kwam echt met scheepskracht gelijk uit Noorwegen en Zweden.
Shadowscapes, Marcus Neustetter. Heb je vroeger wel eens geprobeerd om met je handen een schaduwfiguurtje te maken? Dat is Marcus Neustetter eigenlijk ook, maar dan groter, op de gevel van het Scheepvaartmuseum. Natuurlijk licht, meter vriend. Een koelkast, een magnetron, een verlicht billboard en zelfs een menukaart op het Leidseplein.
Or even the restaurant menus at Leidse Square. We don't fully realize how much we're confronted with light and daily lives. Without it, we wouldn't be able to live as comfortably as we do now. Like Linton, a student of the Wagner Academy, placed everyday objects in different settings. All of a sudden, it's got a completely different meaning. Maybe you'll see them in a different way too.
Ontspanning, de plantage. Het Wertheimpark werd in 1898 vernoemd naar de Joodse bankier Karl Wertheim. Hij was belangrijk voorvechter in de Joodse emancipatie en had een perspectief op zijn
food, seafood, or even reflective. Kite uses light to demonstrate a message shaped or even transformed by its medium and the viewer's perspective.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a look here to your right hand side, you can see something quite interesting. You can see these little bars next to the sides of the canals, and their purpose is quite obvious, and that should prevent cars from rolling in the water. I have to say they're quite effective. But do you have any idea who pays for those little bars? Make a guess. A shy audience, okay. Well, I'll tell you, insurance companies do. Makes sense, huh?
Deze is gebaseerd op een gelijknamige wiskundige reeks waarin de som van twee getallen het opvolgende getal vormt. Denk maar aan 1, 1, 2, 3. Je ziet de spiraal veel in de natuur, bijvoorbeeld in een slakkenhuis of koraal. Het net dat je ziet is trouwens gemaakt van gerecyclede plastic flessen. Met de afwisselende, gekleurde animaties willen de kunstenaars verschillende emoties verbeelden. Wat voel jij?
Parabolic light. Amigo and Amigo. The Australian duo Amigo and Amigo were inspired by the Fibonacci spiral. This is based on the sequence in which the sum of the two previous numbers form the following digit. Just think of 1, 2, 3. This sequence is omnipresent in feature. For example, in a copia or the dimensions of this album. By the way, the net you're seeing is made out of recycled plastic bottles, and the colorful animations represent an array of emotions. How does it make you feel?
Ze zijn gespecialiseerd in light painting animations. Dat zijn animaties die ze maken met licht en een camera met een lange sluitertijd.
Light painting animations, which are created using light and a long exposure camera. Children from early school classes participate in workshops where they learn as a group. Coach got edited their drawings into a story about communication between the years, which is a little different for you.
Quite interesting story and legend behind this bridge. The story is that there were living two sisters on each side of the river, the Amstel, and they like to visit each other every day. And during wintertime there was no problem, they just could walk over the ice, but during summertime they couldn't. So they built a bridge between the two houses to visit each other every day. And because this bridge stands for the love between those two sisters, there's also a legend. And the legend says that if you kiss the one you love underneath that bridge, your love will last forever. It's a beautiful story, and to avoid any awkward situations or big disappointments, we won't pass the bridge.
I cannot focus on that.
Aragorn uit Harry Potter, Charlotte uit Lord of the Rings en het monster uit Stranger Things hebben één ding gemeen. Het zijn grote spinnen. Hopelijk ben je daar niet bang voor, want er kruipt een enorme spin over deze brug. Deze spin bestaat uit 80 kleinere spinnen en werd ontworpen door het Franse collectief Groupe Laps. Afwisselend richten de beestjes op, waardoor het bijna lijkt alsof ze over elkaar heen kruipen.
Spider on the bridge, Group Lops. Aragorn from Harry Potter, Charlotte from Lord of the Rings, and the monster from Stranger Things have one in common.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of moments, just after the next bridge on your left hand side, you will have a beautiful view over 7 arched bridges in a row. It's really quite spectacular. These are the 7 bridges of the Reguliersgracht.
Yep. Got it.
This place is a message and part of a system of messages. Pay attention to it. Sending this message was important to us. We considered ourselves to be a powerful culture. This place is not a place of honor. No highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. Nothing valued is here. What is here is dangerous and repulsive to us. This message is a warning about danger. The danger is in a particular location. It increases towards the center. The center is danger here, of a particular size and shape, and below us.
Ironically enough,
The danger is still present in your time as it was in ours. The danger is to the body as a
linkerkant het huis met de pilaren, daar woont
The form of the danger is the emanation of energy. The danger is unleashed only if you disturb the place physically. This place is best shunned and left uninhabited.
this famous part of the Heracraft, called the Golden Bell, is lit up by two huge sculptures. They resemble desk lamps, which give us light when we want to read something or play a game like we do. It almost seems like we're momentarily escape from death just to brighten our life. The sight of the stars always makes me dream, wrote Vincent Van Gogh. This thought resulted in one of Visser's famous paintings, Starry Night. Unfortunately, Amsterdam was always illuminated, making it nearly impossible for us to enjoy the stars. These Serbian artists have changed that with an alternative version of well-known painting. Canal houses and trees have replaced Van Gogh's village and cypresses. For a moment, we're able to drink the rain and stars.
No, I really like this one. I love the paintings of Van Gogh or Van Gogh, as you call him. And somehow they managed to capture this painting quite well over it.
And lit them up with 5 different colors. Some of the drawings were found in the trash, while others were donated by fellow islanders, allowing us to enjoy this precious art.
Het leek mezelf ook wel leuk om boven mijn keukentafel, of tenminste boven mijn eettafel te hangen. Alleen ik heb 12 jaar geleden een wielen gekocht, dat ging wil maar niet stuk.
That's good.
For this edition, the artists were inspired by the inner workings of our brains. Brain insight, in short, for artificial neural network. This kind of network mimics our body's signals, and a good example of it is sleep, so it's a very influential medium. Hopefully, this artwork will light up the pleasure sector of your brain. When he started to construct a little palace here at Herrenwacht 170. Bartolozzi didn't always have such a fancy name though, and was born Willem van der Heuvel. He inherited his new name from an uncle who had died childless. Along with the monogram, he also received a fortune. The house he had built was completely geometrical. Everything in this building fits on a mathematical grid. It has been said that this marked the start of the classical civilization in a little country.
De Amsterdamse kunstenaars Ina Smits en Victor Lingers maken vaker grote installaties. Altijd met een verhaal. Nu deze symbolen ontsnapt zijn, kunnen ze elkaar eindelijk ontmoeten als later strangers in the night.
Strangers in the Night, Victor Embers and Ina Smits. Of course, you'll immediately recognize these figures as the symbol of the pedestrian traffic. Without these signs, crossing the street would be even more dangerous. They make us realize how important light actually is. Although we encounter them daily, they have never met each other. If one appears, the other one vanishes. Ina Smits and Victor Embers, two artists from Amsterdam, often create huge installations for the once home. Now that these figures have escaped, we're finally able to meet them. Just like Sinatra's Strangers in the Night.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of moments we will pass a quite interesting house. And it's one of the smallest houses of Amsterdam. If you have a look here to your right hand side, you can see the real dark house, small glass big windows.
Nu ook sterk vervuild zijn, kan het
Fortem Civitatis, Pater Smells. This mysterious arch might remind you of a Gothic cathedral. The Gothic style is characterized by sharp, pointed arches and feats of decoration, as seen on the Notre Dame in Paris. By creating his artwork in thin, illuminated lines, the Belgian artist Pater Snyder makes it seem like a portrait come to life. Fantasy becoming reality.
werd geïmporteerd. Al die boten moesten door één sluis op de kop van de zee. De schuitvoerders dwongen in 1619 de stad tot de bouw van de Eenhoornsluis. Daardoor hadden ze direct toegang tot het ei. De touwen die daarvoor gebruikt werden, zie je terug in het volgende werk.
Another fantasy becoming reality was the realization of the Browers Project, which became a vital port for the city. To be able to construct a new center of Amsterdam, everything had to be in place.
Vlakken in dit werk zou je volgens Reis kunnen zien als een vorm die zich eindeloos zou kunnen blijven ontvouwen. Tot een geheel eigen universum. De kleurrijke projecties veranderen voortdurend. En dus op dit werk hoef je niet uitgekeken te raken.
Straight up. Missed it. This piece by the German artist Stefan Reis is based on string theory. The purpose of this theory is that everything in the universe is made of vibrating strings, which are invisible to the human eye. However, string theory has not been proven. The three lines in this work symbolize the shape unfolding itself until the artwork becomes its own universe. The colors continue to change, ensuring you won't tire of the image. Each time you spend on media each day, on average, it can be as much as 8 hours and 45 minutes. Over a third of our lives are spent watching, listening, typing, mailing, and gaming. We don't often consider how all that information comes to us. This road by the Dutch architect consists of 19 illuminated tubes and shows the way messages move through the ether. Who knows? The next message could be for you.
It's our Palace of Justice, and in a couple of moments we will arrive on the River Eye. And this used to be all open sea area. This used to be salt water, not anymore. And on the opposite side over here we have Amsterdam North, with two quite interesting buildings just behind that the boat that's passing right in front of us. You will see it after the boat has moved up. But first, I'll tell you first about the high tower. You can see it. That's the Amsterdam Lookout. It used to be the headquarters of Shell, the oil company, but it was a bit too small for them, so they sold it. And now it's a quite interesting place, a quite unique look over the city. And the round part just below the top is a restaurant which rotates every hour. And there are two clubs in there. One is called Club Heaven, that's high up. And for the persons who are afraid of heights, we also have Club Hell, and that's in the bottom. And the white building you can see over there is called the Eye, and that's our movement museum. Quite interesting place to visit.
Often uses light for playful designs, just like we did here. The lips contain about 10,000 nerve endings, which we use to make contact with others. Oftentimes, we do this by using our words, but sometimes we kiss. Together, these 1,500 lamps form a mouth, but when seen from the side, resemble a heartbeat. After all, desire makes the blood flow.
You can see the bicycle parking garage, about 3,000 bicycles. And the hard thing over here is always to remember where you park your bicycle. And if you really want to have a good time, you should come here on a Friday or a Saturday night. That will be okay. Approximately 3 a.m. Have a good seat somewhere. And look at all the drunk people searching for the bikes.
The spotlights are making it hard to see. Oh, I know the camera. Like I said, this thing's fairly good, and the screen sucks at showing it sometimes.
All the light you see, Alicia Eggert. Light from the stars takes years to reach the Earth. What this artwork tells us is true. All the light you see is from the past. The American artist Alicia Eggert also tells us something else when the words start to flicker. All you see is past. This work is a so-called memento mori. It reminds us of our mortality. Just like light.